sports and entertainment. And of course, today we have a fresh topic. Today we'll be looking at Ballon D'Or nominations, the controversy, potential winners, and African players' involvement. We are all aware of the Ballon D'Or ceremony that will be coming up this November 29, 2021 in Paris. And of course, the men Ballon d'Or award will be decided by a number of 180 journalists who will determine the winner from the 90 nominated top players. And of course, we all remember that last year the Ballon d'Or ceremony couldn't come up due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I am Samuel Adebayo Abodrin. Tonight on the show with me is Dr. Gideon Oguneye, who is the project's lead of Fats Corner and of course a sports analyst. Dr. Gideon, good evening and welcome on the show.
Yeah, good evening, Samuel. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's go straight to the nominees that we have on board for this year's award. And of course, we have the regulars for the award. We have the likes of Lionel Andres Messi. We have the likes of Roberto Lewandowski. We have Cristiano dos Santos, Ronaldo, and we have Erling Haaland. We have Jorginho of Chelsea. And of course, we have newcomers, the likes of Pedri, the Barcelona youngster. We have Ruben Diaz of Man City. We have Phil Foden of Man City. And of course, we have Mo Salah of Liverpool. So we have a lot of players on the list, including Bruno Fernandes and of course, Kevin De Bruyne of Man City. So we have a kind of controversy that surrounds this list. Take, for instance, the case of Mendy, Chelsea goalkeeper, who has, had a fantastic season with Chelsea winning the Champions League and, of course, winning the UEFA Super Cup and representing his country as well. So, but we have Donnarumma coming on the list, why Mendy was, ignored on the list. So this is a huge controversy, and of course, Pedri, the Barcelona youngster, making the list, leaving out Mendy. So many people have, complained about Mendy not being on the list. So, Dr. Gideon, so what do you make of these controversies?
To be honest, it's baffling to see Donnarumma on the list ahead of Edouard Mendy. I think if you look at the statistics of the performances of these two keepers, Donnarumma in 48 matches, keeping just 15 clean sheets. Mendy in 45 matches, keeping 25 clean sheets. And Mendy having 9 clean sheets in European Champions League. It shows that Mendy should be on the list ahead of Donnarumma. But I don't know why it's always like that. Like maybe African players have to do double than what their counterparts from other parts of the world need to do to get this kind of recognition. So I think the world needs to give Mendy his flowers, because this guy has shown that he should be among the top 30 players in the world right now. So it's a huge controversy, and I can understand why many people don't take these things lightly.
Okay, so do you think the list is okay, or you have any addition or subtractions to make on the list?
Just like you said, the list has been compiled by 180 journalists across the world, and I'm sure they've done a good job. The names on the list are worthy names to be on the list, except for this Mendy that I mentioned, which I think should be on the list, considering the fact that Donnarumma made the list. I think Mendy should also make the list.
Okay. So let's move straight to the nominations by leagues. The 30 names that we have on this year's nomination list are cut across about 5-6 leagues of the world. So we have 14 nominees coming from the English Premier League, which happens to be the most nomination from a league. And of course, we have 5 from Spanish La Liga, while we have 5 nominees from Serie A, and of course we have 4 nominees from Ligue 1, while we have just 2 nominees from the German Bundesliga. So the biggest number of nominees is coming from the EPL, while La Liga and Serie A, the Italian Serie A league, are sharing 5 apiece. While French Ligue 1 is having 4 nominations, while the Bundesliga is giving us Lewandowski and one other player from the league in person of Erling Haaland. So looking at the English dominance on the list of nomination that we have for this year. So can we say that this list or this bountiful nomination coming from the EPL will make the players from the EPL stand a better chance of winning the award this time? Because if you could record, you will discover that only Cristiano Ronaldo has won the award in the English Premier League back in 2008. So do you think the English players, being many on the list, should stand a better chance of winning the award this time around?
Yeah, like you said, English Premier League dominates the list with 14 nominees. 5 from Chelsea, 5 from Manchester City, the 2 clubs that play the final of the European Champions League, and other 4 from other clubs in the league. I think this shows that the players in the EPL are coming up to win the league. But this current one, I think player in another league will win it, even though we have more nominees from the English Premier League. But I think Lewandowski of Bayern Munich stands a better chance of winning the award ahead of other nominees.
Okay, I'm moving straight now because you just said someone from the other league, which is not even the EPL, that has more nomination, is likely to win the award. And so let's look at the contributions of Africans on the list. We have only Mohamed Salah and, of course, Riyad Mahrez of Algeria on the list. And, it's surprising to see Pedri on that list. And, of course, we don't even have a glance of what he did that a certain Samuel Chukwueze of Villareal did last season. So it's kind of surprising. So do you think only Mo Salah and, of course, Riyad Mahrez are the worthy nominations from Africa?
No, I don't agree with that nomination. Like I mentioned earlier, I think Mendy should be on the list ahead of Donnarumma. And like you mentioned, I think Samuel Chukwueze should be on the list ahead of Pedri. So, like I mentioned earlier, I think maybe African players have to do double of what their counterparts in from other countries will do to get this kind of recognition. I think African players are not given the kind of recognition they deserve. Yeah. And I think this boils down to why we need to develop our own leagues in Africa so that the world can start taking us seriously.
Okay, and of course, we also have a similar case in the women's football as well, where we have our own Azizat of Nigeria, Oshoala, who plays for FC Barcelona Women, who was also ignored in the 20 women list for the Women Ballon d'Or Award. So what do you make of this? Do you think Azizat deserves to be on that list?
Yes, I think she deserves to be on the list, but you have to look at the list. The list compared to the men's list is shorter. So that might have been the reason why she missed out on the list. Maybe if it were to be 30 nominees list like you have for the men's football, maybe it would be, maybe Azizat will have stand a better chance of being on the list. But let's watch and let's look forward to having Azizat on the list in the future, because I know that she has a lot of opportunities in the future.
Okay, so that is it for Azizat Oshoala, and of course Samuel Chukwueze. We hope to see the best from them this season, and of course we hope to see them on the list on subsequent editions of the Ballon d'Or Award. So Dr. Gideon, very shortly, can you tell us who you think will win this year's Ballon d'Or? We have the rivals. They have been rivals from the start, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. So we still have the 2 of them on the list, popular as GOATs. They are now being called GOATs, greatest of all time. So we have them on the list, and we have, of course, players from Chelsea, Man City, who played in the UEFA Champions League final, also on the list. So what do you think will win the Ballon d'Or for 2021?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I think Robert Lewandowski of Bayern Munich stands a better chance of winning the award this time. 48 goals, 9 assists in just 40 games. I think nobody deserved the Ballon d'Or more than him. And going forward to win the Bundesliga, the DFL, Super Cup, the Club World Cup and Super Cup. It shows that there is nobody in his league right now that deserve the award more than him. And then I'm going to pick Messi as number 2 because this guy does things that most mortal can only dream of. Although he didn't, his Barcelona side of last season didn't win much, but he still went home with Copa del Rey and Copa America. So I think Lionel Messi will be number 2, and then number 3 with no other person than Gianluigi. And Gianluigi gives you an example of how winning trophies is influential. Is influential to Ballon d'Or. We see that Gianluigi was an influential personality in the Chelsea team that won the UEFA Champions League, and he excelled at the Euro 2020 and went ahead to win that competition as well. And we see that he did very well in the Super Cup and added that to his cabinet, to his trophy cabinet as well. So I think Gianluigi will be number 3 on the list. But this discussion is open to our fans and to our followers. Please, in the comment section, feel free to drop your own predictions of who you think will win this award.
Okay, so you're tipping Robert Lewandowski of Poland and of course FC Bayern Munich in Germany to take home the medal of the best player, FIFA best player men's category for the Ballon d'Or 2021. So thank you so much, Dr. Gideon. So let's watch out for November 29 to see who will take home the prize. Is it Lionel Andres Messi of Paris Saint-Germain, because he is left back already, and of course Lewandowski of FC Bayern Munich, or Chelsea Maestro in the midfield, talking about Gianluigi, who has been doing well for club and country over the past years. So this is a wrap for it on the show tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you can get more of our videos on our social media platforms. Just search for Fact Corner, Fact F-A-C-T in capitals, then Corner in small letters. Then you can get more of our videos. And of course, you can know more about Fact Corner by visiting our website on www.factcorner.org. So bye for now. Stay fit, stay healthy, and keep doing sports.
Thank you.